डेमो में दिखाया था कि वैल्यू रिसर्च, वेरी गुड अमन। वैल्यू रिसर्च इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म मैम जिसपे कोई भी इंसान जाके अपनी म्यूचुअल फंड का पूरा नाम, खाली एसबीआई म्यूचुअल फंड या खाली आदित्य बिरला नहीं, अपनी म्यूचुअल फंड का पूरा नाम, जो उसका पूरा, जैसे नहीं एसबीआई म्यूचुअल फंड, लार्ज कैप, इक्विटी, डायरेक्ट, रेगुलर, वेरी गुड अनुष्का, रेगुलर और डायरेक्ट का डिफरेंस क्या है हमने ये समझा कल। रेगुलर मैम क्या होता है कि रेगुलर में एक एजेंट इन्वॉल्व होता है, नॉर्मली रेगुलर ही बेचे जाते हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि बीच में एक बिचौलिया इन्वॉल्व होता है उसमें आपके खर्चा पानी बढ़ जाता है, इसलिए रिटर्न कम हो जाता है, कमीशन ज्यादा हो जाता है तो रिटर्न्स कम हो जाते हैं। तो नए इन्वेस्टर्स को हमेशा आपको अपना क्या कहते हैं डायरेक्टली करना चाहिए, थोड़ा सा समझ के करना चाहिए। शिशिर मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी में एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का बहुत अच्छा स्कोप है। शिशिर, मैं 1.5-2 साल से इसी फील्ड में काम कर रही हूँ, मैं आपको भी इनवाइट करूंगी कि आप भी कोई सोल्यूशंस बनाइए फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी के लिए। डे 1 एंड डे 2 मैम हमने डिस्कस किया कि यूपी में अनफॉर्चुनेटली खाली 10% लोग हैं जो फाइनेंशियली लिटरेट हैं, तो जितने ज्यादा लोग मेहनत करेंगे, शिशिर अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो आप प्लीज मेरी इंटर्नशिप के लिए भी साइन करिए, 3-4 महीने हमसे सीख लीजिए and then go set up your own business. It would be my absolute pleasure. What else did we discuss yesterday? Come on, girls. Girls were very active yesterday, ma'am. I got many girls to start talking. So they were very, very active yesterday. So girls, what else did we do yesterday? Vandana, I'm going to make you the co-host, beta. You can just allow people. A lot of them are just waiting in the waiting room, so you can just allow. What else did we do? We did a lot of fun and discussions around crypto. What? Kal actually, ma'am, kya hua na? They are introducing that bill in parliament where they are saying they will ban all private cryptos. तो बहुत सारे बच्चे थे जो क्रिप्टो पे एक्सपोज थे, यही सब चीजें हम कल डिस्कस कर रहे थे, बट इट वाज गुड फन। इट वाज गुड फन बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स वर रिस्पॉन्सिव, मतलब मुझे मेहनत करने की जरूरत पड़ ही नहीं रही थी। आकांक्षा, वेरी गुड, you now know NASDAQ is a stock exchange in the US. We discussed कि stocks में directly करना better रहता है या mutual funds के through. Anyone who missed yesterday's session, in addition to ma'am, हमने सब record किए हैं. Today I will share that link. एक चीज मैंने जिन लोगों ने yesterday, some of them said we want a copy of the Intelligent Investor, so my team has sent it out. Go through that.
I have got the copy. I think all the students have got the copies as well.
Yes, some of them have got it. Whoever had requested, I'm going to throw some different names. उनमें से आपको जो भी अच्छी लगती हो, you let me know. All right? भूपेंद्र, आपको नहीं मिली तो आपने अपनी ईमेल नहीं दी होगी वंदना को, आज दे दीजिए। जिसने ईमेल दी थी उनको मिल गई है। अच्छा, फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन वाला जो पूरा हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन है ये मैंने कल चैट में शेयर किया था, मैं आज फिर से शेयर कर रही हूँ, ठीक है? आप लोग यहाँ से भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं और आज शाम तक गौरव आपको मेल कर देंगे, ठीक है? एक और मैम पॉइंट है कि अटेंडेंस के पर्सपेक्टिव से बहुत से बच्चों ने क्या किया है, जैसे जूम से लॉग इन करा है तो किसी किसी के नाम थोड़े मिस हो गए हैं। जैसे प्रगति शुक्ला, बेटा आपका नाम बहुत ही वियर्ड नाम लिख करके आ रहा है, उसमें कुछ तो फैशन लिख के आ रहा है, ठीक है? तो जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट यू लॉग इन विद योर नेम. When you log in with your name, it is easier for us also to go through it. And if your name is missing, this is the attendance sheet. These are the students who have attended the program over the last 3 days. Basu, if you want Intelligent Investor, just share your email ID with Vandana. Fashion लिख के आ रहा है शिवम, I don't know for what good reason. Beta, you can see I have just shared the file right now. Get your names checked and fixed today. Today is day 4. Get your names checked and fixed today. Just I'll give you a minute to just go through that Excel that I have shared. Just take a minute and just go through that Excel, download it, check your name. Or I will share the Google Sheet link also.
have mentioned their names incorrectly, please check it and
Yes, please
rectify
check
the name
it.
itself.
Yeah, and get it corrected, because see, today we freeze the attendance. All right. So because tomorrow what will happen is, tomorrow is day 5. We will finish the session by 3 p.m. Okay. By 4 o'clock, all of you will get a link to the quiz. Okay, you will get a link to the quiz, not the quiz that we do every day, but you will get the link to the quiz from NISM. Okay, the quiz will come from no reply @nism.ac.in. तो ये आपके मेल, विवेक आपने अगर अभी ज्वाइन किया है, मैं फिर से डाल रही हूँ एक्सेल शीट. ये एक्सेल शीट है, इसमें अपने नाम को और अपने नाम की और ईमेल आईडी दोनों चीजें चेक कर लीजिएगा. अगर रॉन्ग है तो प्लीज आज मेरी टीम को बता दीजिए या मुझे बता दीजिए. ठीक है, वंदना को बता दीजिए, मुझे बता दीजिए, है neha@thefitletproject.com. ठीक है. I haven't shared a link, Utkarsh. Baba, I've just shared a copy. So what I'm going to also do is, oh no, I'm just, okay, anyone with the link, I'm copying the link to the Google Sheet here. So don't edit the data.
I have mentioned the wrong name.
Yeah. Some names are little wrong, so just correct it, okay? Because if it is wrong, it will print like that in the certificate. Shivam, if the names are wrong and it's for your own benefit, today is day 4, just make sure that it is, you correct it. Let me know अगर आपके नाम की email ID में कुछ गड़बड़ है. कोई जो session में आया है and if your name is missing, let me know, I will cross verify. वैसे ऐसा होगा नहीं, because we pull out the data from this thing, Zoom itself. So it shouldn't be the case, but some names are wrong. So I will request you to please correct. Like for example, Agraj, your name also has your roll number, so you can also say कि ma'am मेरा roll number हटा दीजिए. One person yesterday who I remember, I think Faisal or someone, Pragati beta, you just sign up with as fashion kuch bhi. Okay, so it will, otherwise it will print that on your certificate. Okay, I hope that is clear. I hope that point is clear for everybody. आइबा, अमन, rest of them I think is correct. अगर किसी का सिर्फ first name है, last name is not there, let me know. If any corrections. हाँ, because
correct name and email. Provide your correct name and email ID so that that will be printed in your certificate. If there is any error, then it will your certificate will have that error. That correct. Will not be rectified later on.
Yes, so once tomorrow after 3 o'clock, I punch it into the system and it's all on the portal. So, yes, so Aiba just let you, yes. So all these mistakes, you just type it out right now. My team will save the chat and they will make the corrections. So, Nikhil, you have, yes, please tell me, Nikhil Mishra. Nikhil, you wanted to say something? Prashant, I've given you edit access to the Google sheet. You can correct it there itself. If you are unable to correct, yeah, you are to add your phone numbers there. Okay, just add your phone number. This will now, tomorrow the link will only go to those people who have attended the workshop. If you have signed up or not, it will not go. Yes, Gyan, so make sure
IT student.
Yeah, so make sure Gyan की, हाँ, जैसे भूपेंद्र आपने क्या लिखा है ना, देखो अपने नाम में जूम में आपने भूपेंद्र सिंह IT स्टूडेंट लिखा है, तो वो वहीं से वो कैप्चर कर लेता है. ठीक है, तो just change your name. That's why Devan, I was saying, rename yourself to your proper name, because that's where the data will show. Utkarsh? Yeah, I think yes.
By yourself, beta.
Yeah, do it yourself. I have shared the link with everybody. Correct your names. This is the link again. Put your phone number in. Make sure it's your entire 10 digits, and then we'll do it. All right? Not an issue, Ayush ji, no issues at all. You can have any email ID, but make sure that you are using that email ID, that you are receiving links. tomorrow it is my humble request that it says not there. What's your email ID, Shivam Agarwal? What happens is that after tomorrow, I'm sharing. Yes, I send the request Utkarsh to you. You can now access it. So if your name is missing, something is wrong, let me know. We will fix it. So tomorrow 3 p.m. we will close the session. 3:30 to 4 p.m. you will receive a link to the quiz. That quiz is valid for 24 hours. That quiz. Shoaib, did you come all 3 days? It means you might have missed a session. That's why your name is not there. If it is, you were there, still there's an error, you let my Vanda know. Or give me your email address. I will add it. Okay. But if you have come, I will make sure that you will receive a link. That quiz is valid for 24 hours. Okay. It's valid for 24 hours. So make sure you take it when you have good internet connection. If there is an internet connection issue, then it will not show. Mahima, is your name not there? Okay, just add it. You add it to that. If you have come for the program, that means you must have missed 2 out of 3 days, last 3 days. But Jan, I don't remember seeing you also. That's why. I will remove Vandana. Vandana will remove Vandana IT student from your name. All right. I will share it again. And while everyone is checking their names, we have a quick poll. This is the day 4 poll. I would request the rest of you who have checked it to please, Aiba, I will make it edit access. All right. I'll change it to edit access. Yes. Yes. Now all of you can add your names and those kind of things. Utkarsh, your name is not there, just add it. Add it there, Utkarsh, at the base. Add your phone number and your email ID. Okay. Make sure that all right. I've updated the permission. You have to do this today. This has to be done today. Tomorrow I will not entertain because tomorrow we freeze it. And the link, it goes to NISM. Then from NISM, the certificates will come wrong. Then some of you say, "Hamare mein galat aaya," and mera naam to ye nahi hai. Just make sure, okay? Because then it is not. Utkarsh, did you get access? No, I have made it edit access. Okay. Anyone can now change. Utkarsh Tiwari, can you see it now? Anyone, Shoaib? Thanks, yeah. Shoaib, you do the one with which you are accessing your email. जो आप ज्यादा देखते हो email, वो कर लो. Akansha, Baba, check again. I made the change. I made it that anyone on this with the link can edit. Please don't add names of people who are not there because it is validated with Zoom, so they will anyway check it out. Okay. But thank you for coming for 4 days. It's quite a lot. Today we will close in 8 hours of intensive talking about financial education. Some of you, Raghavendra, your name is not there. That's surprising. Just check because I made sure your name was there. I saw that you were there. So I checked that, Raghavendra. It's there, Raghavendra. Use Control F correctly. See, Raghavendra Singh, your name is there. Okay. So use your basic computer science knowledge. Do Control plus F. Find your name. Okay, Faisal is here. Faisal wasn't here yesterday. Okay. So I have launched a quiz. How many of you have taken? Oh, no, 25. Okay, all 82 of you quickly take the quiz. Let me know the answers. Who is saying equity means equality? Does mean, but we are talking about finance. So what does equity mean in finance? This is the induction attendance sheet. Please make sure you add your phone numbers. Please check your email IDs, remove or whatever. Vandana has done it. Vandana has removed IT student. So remove your names. Yes. Make sure that your names are correct. All right. Utkarsh, I added your access. You can just go to the bottom of the sheet and add your name. Go to the bottom of the sheet and add your name. All right? Do it right now, Utkarsh. Do it right now, and then only then we will start. Because no point of the workshop if you cannot get good your proper certificates. शोएब पूरा नाम लिखिए. खाली शोएब आएगा या मोहम्मद शोएब आएगा? पूरा नाम लिखिए. So Ayushi, you must have registered, like you must have logged into the meetings with 2 different email IDs. Okay? You can change the email, whatever email you choose, that is where your quiz will come. All right? Ayushi, beta, you must have signed up with 2 different. Why, Kaustubh? Why can't you add? Everyone is adding. What is the problem? Ask your friends. You should be able to add. Utkarsh is adding. Yes, UT Tiwari, I can see you add now. Okay. Okay, you can all do it. Okay. I'm sharing the link. Yes, now anyone with the link can copy. So Vaibhav, remove one, just keep one. Just okay. All right, very good. Rahul Pandey,
will not edit any of the name or any changes. You personally, you can yourself do it. You can make changes in your name or email ID wherever you find suitable.
Just do that yourself. Chanda, आपके end पे कुछ गड़बड़ होगी because rest of them are able to do it. I can see Utkarsh is adding his data. Shoaib is adding his data. So if you are not and any names you edit, say one, for example, one kid has signed up with Vaibhav Rajput, but your name is showing Akbar. So if you will write Akbar there, then on your certificate name will come Akbar. Why have you written Akbar? Actually, one of the last workshops, one girl signed up her as Moody Girl. On the certificate, it will come Moody Girl, no? So, whoever has come as Akbar Bhai, please.
Please do the needful changes. Otherwise, your certificate will not be beneficial for you if it contain any kind of wrong information.
Okay, very nice. So 46 of you have taken the poll. Rest of you quickly take the poll and we will get into yesterday all of them. Yes, you can change your mobile number. You can do all that. We'll do that in the next 1.5 hours. But I want to get started with the session also. So quickly just take the poll. And then number 1, mutual funds provide. What do they provide? What is it? What do they provide? Quickly tell me. Janvi, risk diversification. Aman, very good. So mutual funds put your money in different products, in different baskets, in different categories. That's how they provide risk diversification. Second, equity means equity. Stocks, Aiba. Go, very nice, Aiba. I really like it when girls respond so quickly. Very nice. It implies stocks. It does not mean bonds. Very good, Aman Rai. Very good. What does a fund manager charge us for investing in a mutual fund? No, fund manager does not charge us TDS. It is TER, total expense ratio. He charges us an expense ratio. That expense ratio is known as TER. Very good. Very good. Brilliant. Very nice. TDS. Now, who charges us TDS? TDS, the income tax department charges us. Okay, the income tax department charges us TDS. Okay. Yes, very good, Akash Tiwari. Very good. The first time a stock appears in the, where does it appear for the, very good, Vasu. Very good. Primary market. Wonderful. Very nice. Primary. Very good. Now, trading happens in the, where does trading happen? Secondary, very good. Secondary trading does not happen in the primary market. In the primary market, only bidding happens. Only first time securities happen. Primary शब्द का मतलब होता है पहला. तो पहली बार आता है तब वो प्राइमरी मार्केट में रहता है. ठीक है. Yes. Aiba, what happens in society? In secondary, what happens in secondary? Nothing happens it is just to like confuse some people, and 4 people have been confused. Society market is nothing. It was just to confuse you guys. So I will show you the results of the poll. I will share the results. The first one is correct. Mutual funds provide risk diversification. Equity implies stocks. If I say pure equity, I am talking about shares. If I say equity mutual fund, if I say equity mutual fund, where will the mutual fund invest my money? Where will they put my money? In stocks. Very good. Yes, they will put my money in the equity market. They will not put my money in the debt market. Yesterday we classified that one is equity and one is debt. But the equity mutual fund will only put my money in pure equity stocks. Okay? Sabzi mandi hogi society market, correct. But we are talking about financial markets, Aman. You're absolutely right. Okay? A fund manager charges us expense ratio. That's the answer is wrong. Majority of you said TDS. It is not TDS. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. But here we are talking about, mutual funds. So from a mutual fund perspective, it implies total expense. Okay, that's the charge a mutual fund charges us. The first time a stock appears in the primary market and trading happens in the secondary market. Oh, the question 5 is a bit wrong because we can say potato trading happens in Sabzi Mandi. Buying, selling is happening. But here I was talking about the financial markets. Today we will talk more about bonds, stocks. We will talk about, what are the different kinds of stocks. We will definitely talk about how to analyze a stock. How do you participate in a security market? How will you analyze that stock? Some of you are doing crypto, whatever we may call it. We don't know what will happen after the winter bill. So I will teach you some ways to do technical analysis, market analysis in terms of, is this crypto going to go up or is my stock going to go up? How do you see that? How do you use something known as candlestick patterns? How do you use something known as Renko charts to analyze the movement of your stocks? How can you put studies? What is the need for technical analysis? We will talk about all that. Before that, can someone tell me, day one, I had asked all of you a question. Which account do you need operate in the securities markets? Very good. You all know it's a demat account.
Demat account.
Okay. अरे वाह क्या बात है गर्ल्स अनम्यूटिंग वेरी वेरी गुड डीमैट अकाउंट तो कोई मुझे ये बता सकता है कि ये डीमैट के साथ में एक ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट है ये ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट क्या होता है व्हाट्स अ ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ डीमैट एंड अ ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट कैन यू टेल मी क्विकली राघवेंद्र डीमैट हमको सबको पता है अच्छा फैजल आपको पता है डीमैट को डीमैट क्यों कहते हैं डीमैट को डीमैट क्यों कहते हैं एममैट क्यों नहीं कहते हैं डीमैट का फुल फॉर्म क्या होता है वेरी गुड अमन वेरी वेरी गुड डीमैट स्टैंड्स फॉर डीमटेरियलाइज day one we talked about how many of you have seen scam 1992 हमने कल पूछा था ना किसने लोगों ने स्कैम 1992 अमन ने देखिए दैट्स अमन नोज व्हाट ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट वेरी गुड आकाश देखिए बहुत अच्छी है नॉट फॉर द रोमांटिक पार्ट ऑफ इट बट फ्रॉम अ सिक्योरिटीज मार्केट्स पर्सपेक्टिव इट्स इंटरेस्टिंग if you have seen it okay lot of you I think asked for access so that's why Prerna, you just watch it. So what it will tell you is when the securities markets had launched, they had come in India for the first time, what had happened was everything used to happen on paper. हर चीज का record paper पे होता था. अब paper एक तरीके का material है. What is paper? Paper is a kind of material. ठीक है, हम सारे records अपने paper पे रखते थे. बट जैसे जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रेडिंग हुई जैसे जैसे सिस्टम्स एडवांस हुए आपने वीडियो में देखा था कि जैसे जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रेडिंग हुई तो चीजें कैसे चेंज हो गई आज की तारीख में यू नो लॉन्गर नीड पेपर व्हेन यू नो लॉन्गर नीड पेपर अगर आप कोई चीज खरीदोगे, जैसे आपकी मम्मी ने गोल्ड खरीदा, तो मम्मी गोल्ड कहाँ रखती है लाके? आजकल घर में तो नहीं रखता कोई भी गोल्ड, कहाँ रखता है? लॉकर में, अलमारी में, वेरी गुड, बैंक लॉकर में, जनरली लॉकर में सब लोग रखते हैं, करेक्ट? तो अब मैंने सिक्योरिटी खरीद ली, स्टॉक खरीद लिया, आई कैन नॉट हैव इट ऑन पेपर, क्योंकि पेपर तो अब आजकल चलता नहीं है। तो वो चीज को रखने के लिए एक डिजिटल लॉकर क्रिएट किया गया। उस डिजिटल लॉकर को आज की तारीख में हम बोलते हैं डीमैट अकाउंट, ठीक है? डीमैट इसलिए बोलते हैं क्योंकि इट स्टैंड्स फॉर डीमटेरियलाइज। व्हेन आई से डीमटेरियलाइज, इट implies there is no physical paper, everything is electronic, all the transactions are on a ledger, which is everything is electronic. That's why it's called a demat account. But in addition to a demat account, whenever you open a securities markets account, they will open two accounts. One is a demat account. Now we all know demat account क्या है? Demat account is a locker for my securities. अगर मैं स्टॉक्स और बॉन्ड्स खरीदूंगा तो वो कहाँ रखे जाएंगे? एक डिजिटल लॉकर में। वो डिजिटल लॉकर होता है डीमैट अकाउंट। जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस डिफरेंस वेरी क्लियरली। आइबा, समझ में आया कि अब वो सिक्योरिटी, मैं कुछ सामान लाई तो मुझे वो सामान कहीं रखना पड़ेगा, करेक्ट? तो वो नो संकल्प, यू कैन फिल एनी ईमेल आईडी बेटा, as long as you access it. Okay? If you fill the institute one, it is easy for the institute to track you, but you can also fill your personal, no issues. So Aiba, you now know if I buy something, I have to keep it somewhere. So that, where will I keep it? It will be kept in a demat account. In India, there are only 2 companies which have the permission to operate डीमैट अकाउंट्स। मीनिंग, जैसे हमने अगर किसी बैंक अकाउंट को खोला तो के भी साथ खोल लेते हैं, स्टेट बैंक, कोटक, HDFC, ICICI, हम किसी के भी साथ खोल लेते हैं। लेकिन इंडिया में जब हम डीमैट अकाउंट खोलते हैं तो चाहे हम कहीं से भी खोलें, चाहे हम जीरोधा से खोलें, चाहे हम ग्रो ऐप से खोलें, चाहे हम अपस्टॉक से खोलें, वो बैक एंड पे सिर्फ एक डिपॉजिटरी के पास रहता है। मतलब आपका लॉकर की कस्टडी 2 एजेंसीज के पास रहती है। वेरी गुड करण, NSDL and CDSL. Okay, most discount breakers, not breakers, sorry, most discount brokers में UTI के साथ नहीं रहता नशीब जी। Anytime you open a demat account, that locker in India can only be maintained by NSDL or CDSL. It does not matter whether you open it, yes, UTI के साथ में, only NSDL and CDSL for demat securities. Now, Utkarsh, you're absolutely correct. The demat account is now just a physical storage space. It's a locker. Now, if I want to do shopping, I need a purse, right? I need a purse, I need a card, I need a digital wallet, something I need from where I will buy. ठीक है, जहां से मैं पैसे निकाल के कोई चीज खरीदूंगी। सो जो वो पर्स होता है वो आपका ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट होता है, ठीक है? The way it works is that when you open an account with a brokerage, they will open 2 accounts simultaneously. One will be a trading account, one will be a demat account. From your savings bank account, they will all be linked. ये सब जुड़े होंगे आपस में, ठीक है? जब आप पैसे ट्रांसफर करोगे तो वो पहले आपके ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में आएंगे। जब वो ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में आ जाएंगे तभी आप शॉपिंग कर सकते हो, ठीक है? आप ये नहीं बोल सकते अरे मेरी सेविंग्स में मैं लेके आता हूँ। जब आपके पर्स में कैश होता है तभी आप सब्जी खरीद सकते हो। इसी तरीके से जब आपके ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में पैसा होता है तभी आप मार्केट में स्टॉक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड्स खरीद सकते हो, और जब आप उन्हें खरीद लोगे तब वो आके आपके डीमैट में बैठ जाएंगे। How many of you understood this concept? That there will be 2 accounts that will be opened, Nashid ji, all of you know. और बैक एंड पे सेबी रजिस्टर्ड ब्रोकर चाहे कोई भी हो, लेकिन वो CDSL या NSDL के साथ होगा। शुभी, डीमैट में पैसे नहीं, that's one of the biggest, that's why I'm emphasizing demat is just a locker, ठीक है? अब उसमें आप कैश नहीं रख सकते, करेक्ट? आपके सॉवरेन गोल्ड बॉन्ड, हाँ डीमैट में रह सकते हैं। आपका बॉन्ड परचेज, हाँ डीमैट में रह सकता है। आपका म्यूचुअल फंड, हाँ डीमैट से लिंक्ड रह सकता है, ठीक है। गोल्ड ज्वेलरी, डिजिटल गोल्ड, yes it can be there, but funds will not be in the demat account, funds will be in the trading account. Okay, this might be a question tomorrow, so just be careful. Only carries the stock. No, so demat is back end paid. Generally, traditionally, yesterday I told you there are two kinds of brokers: discount broker and full service broker. Okay? There are two kinds of brokers: discount and full service. Generally, and Utkarsh, correct me if I'm wrong, Yash and Utkarsh, discount brokers, where whoever it may be, I've generally seen their accounts are opened with CDSL. क्योंकि CDSL के charges कम है. CDSL stands for Central Depository Services Limited. Okay. All right. So all discount brokers have their accounts at the back end with CDSL. Okay. Now we all know what is KYC. We know what is KYC. So I'm not going to get into KYC. Anyone who doesn't know what is KYC, let me know. All right. Know your customer. You know, you all know. Today everything is digital. We've done it. We are very savvy. You guys especially are the millennial generation. You know. The millennials. So I don't have to tell you what is KYC. You have to do KYC. Your phone number will be taken. Yes, आप लोग सब Gen Z हो, millennials हो. So I don't have to tell you all these things. All of you know. Okay. Now, first, but let's just look at the structure of the Indian securities markets before I get into fundamental analysis, and I'll show you some demonstrations of technical analysis. Okay. Now, we all know that SEBI is the regulator. तो इस पूरे फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटीज ब्रह्मांड का बीच का रेगुलेटर या बीच का सूरज कौन है? Who is it? Who is it?
SEBI.
SEBI. Okay. Now, what are the other intermediaries in the securities market? Okay. No. NSE, BSE is in the center. Karta Dharta in the center is SEBI. Now, linked to that is your stock exchanges. Now, yesterday we did, there are how many stock exchanges in India?
2.
No.
3.
No. No one has watched the video series on the app. Yesterday, one of my students posted a very nice reel on LinkedIn. Vandana, I think that's not gone on Instagram, no, Vandana? We can send it out.
I've done that this morning only.
Acha, you've done it. So there's a reel. Go see. You will find out how many stock exchanges in India. Make another guess. कितने सारे हैं? अमन, मुझे एक number चाहिए. 8. Aiba is getting closer and closer. Very nice, Aiba.
9.
9. Very good. Very, very good. Who said 9? Who said 9? Very good. There are 9 stock exchanges in India. Very good, Utkarsh. So there are 9 stock exchanges in India. NSE, BSE are the more popular one, not 8, Rahul. Okay. Other than that, some of them, Utkarsh. Calcutta Stock Exchange, Multi-Commodity Exchange, India International Stock Exchange, Madras Stock Exchange. Madras has now merged, I think, Utkarsh. NCDEX, very good. Shivam, very, very good. NCDEX पे क्या बिकता है? स्टॉक एक्सचेंज तो बाजार है ना, बाजार में कुछ तो बिकेगा, ठीक है? तो NCDEX पे क्या बिकता है? कोई गैस कर सकता है? NCDEX, जल्दी बताओ उत्कर्ष। NCDEX पे अब हम बाजार जाते हैं शॉपिंग करने के लिए, तो हम चिकन की दुकान में जाते हैं तो चिकन गाड़ी खरीदते हैं, ठीक है? हम अगर मार्क्समैन जाते हैं तो हम वहां से खाना खरीदते हैं, अगर हम कहीं और जाते हैं तो कुछ और खरीदते हैं। तो हर exchange एक तरीके का बाजार है. It's a market. All right. So in that market, what happens is you can only buy, you cannot go to a mithai wala's shop and say, I want to buy clothes. Very good, Aman. Very, very good. On a multi-commodity exchange or on NCDEX you buy known as commodity derivatives. Okay. Oil, gold, grains, soybean, हाँ सब चीजों का स्टॉक एक्सचेंज होता है. बाजरा, व्हीट, मूंग, बट ये फिजिकली नहीं खरीदी जाती हैं. इनके प्राइस के डेरिवेटिव्स होते हैं. क्या होते हैं? क्या होते हैं इनके डेरिवेटिव्स. ठीक है. तो जैसा एक्सचेंज होगा वैसी चीजें मिलेंगी वहां पे. हम चिकन की दुकान में हाँ बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, but why would anyone want to buy derivatives of bajra or wheat? I am not understanding the idea behind this concept.
I'm sorry, I'm muted. I was muted. I'm sorry. Yash, it's a very, very fascinating concept which most people do not know about. Okay. Anywhere in the financial markets globally, जो जिन चीजों की हम बात करते हैं ना, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स, इक्विटी, ये सब चीजें बहुत ही छोटे लेवल पे होती हैं. इन सब चीजों के एडवांस्ड प्राइसेस कि आगे के 12 महीने के क्या प्राइसेस रहेंगे नेक्स्ट 12 मंथ्स, चाहे वो अब आप उसमें एग्जांपल ले लो यूएस डॉलर हो, ठीक, चाहे वो ऑयल का प्राइस हो, चाहे वो सोयाबीन ऑयल हो, ठीक है, चाहे वो व्हीट हो, चाहे बाजरा हो, कोई भी कमोडिटी हो, उसके आगे के 12 महीने के क्या प्राइस होंगे ये ऑलरेडी एक्सचेंज पे ट्रेड कर लिए जाते हैं. अब यश, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, बट क्यों, व्हाई? तो आपको नहीं फर्क पड़ता क्योंकि आप तो एक इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट है. बट इमेजिन देयर इज अ फार्मर or there's someone who's an exporter whose business depends on the export of soybean or wheat or barley. And what if there might be a monsoon? बारिश आ गई, ठीक है, आपका प्रोडक्ट है, जैसे अगर आप राइस फार्मर हो, मान लो आप आंध्रा के राइस फार्मर हो, और राइस फार्मर्स को सबसे ज्यादा पानी चाहिए ना, बारिश चाहिए. मान लो उस साल सूखा पड़ गया तो उनका तो सारा क्रॉप खराब हो जाएगा ना यश. ऑल देयर प्रोड्यूस विल गो टू वेस्ट. सो इन ऑर्डर टू हेज देयर रिस्क कि मान लो मॉनसून आए चाहे ना आए, मैं पहले से ही इसके डेरिवेटिव फ्यूचर्स के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स खरीद लेता हूं सो दैट आई कैन हेज माय रिस्क. इसलिए हर चीज के एडवांस डेरिवेटिव्स होते हैं. हम ये सोचते हैं, बहुत से लोग कल मुझसे कह रहे थे कि मैम हम पेपर में पढ़ के, न्यूज पढ़ के हम स्टॉक बाइंग करते हैं. और आपको याद होगा मैंने बोला कि जब तक वो पेपर में आया या टीवी पे आया वो बासी हो जाती है, वो खबर बासी है. क्यों? क्योंकि सोच रहे हैं लोग पहले से आगे के 12 महीनों की प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं. Everything is planned. Like first day I mentioned, get up in the morning and read what happened to the markets when you were sleeping. Aman, do you know something which we call as SGX Nifty futures? Aman, आपको मालूम है ये वर्ड, आपने सुना है SGX Nifty futures? नहीं? तो अमन, a trivia for you. Before we wake up in the morning, हम इंडिया में जब सो रहे होते हैं, सिंगापुर स्टॉक एक्सचेंज जो हमसे पहले सो करके उठता है, सिंगापुर स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे ऑलरेडी आज के निफ्टी के फ्यूचर प्राइसेस ट्रेड हो जाते हैं और एक आइडिया लग जाता है कि आज मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा. और हम जैसे लोग क्या करते हैं, हमें मालूम नहीं होता, हम 9 साढ़े 9 बजे उठ करके देखते हैं और फिर हम अपनी बेट्स लगाते हैं. ठीक है. निफ्टी इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ 50 कंपनीज. करेक्ट शिवम, बट निफ्टी के भी एडवांस डेरिवेटिव फ्यूचर्स होते हैं. तो जब हम स्टॉक मार्केट्स में अक्सर कहते हैं ना कि मार्केट्स में क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, ठीक है, तो ज्यादातर लोग ये समझते हैं कि मार्केट में खाली स्टॉक्स होते हैं. What you do not know, or like nobody really talks about, is that there are many different products which are available in the market. A realistic investor, one who knows how to sort of play around the game, will talk about all the different products that are available in the market. So you see here, Aman, derivatives is a large component of the products that are available in the market. Okay? Aiba, Ankita, Akash, Shivam, can you see on my screen? What are the different products? Shares is only a very small part of it. It's a very small fish in this large ocean. So Aman, next time you buy or sell something, see उसके future prices क्या है, क्या बेट हो रही है, ऑयल आगे कैसे जाएगा, डॉलर कैसे बिहेव करेगा आगे के एक साल में. Okay? Yes, Nifty is one of the large cap ones, no? So it is supposed to be relatively safer because उसकी market capitalization ज़्यादा होती है, risk कम रहता है. But अभी मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि जैसे आप किसी बाजार में जाते हो, तो आप अलग अलग चीजें खरीदता है ना. किसी को पैटी पसंद है तो वो पैटीज खरीदता है, किसी को पेस्ट्री पसंद है तो वो पेस्ट्रीज खरीदता है. ठीक है. इसी तरीके से जो आपकी एज है, आपका गोल है, उसके हिसाब से आपको प्रोडक्ट्स खरीदने चाहिए. ठीक है. So, Yash, to answer your question, you may not be interested in wheat, barley, jowar, bajra, those kind of things. Large section of commodity traders who are interested, and that is the reason why we have 3 major commodity stock exchanges in India. There are 3 major commodity stock exchanges in India. ऑयल का प्राइस, हम पेट्रोल भराने जाते हैं, हम सोचते हैं आज के हिसाब से होता है, नहीं, ये आगे के 12 महीने के लिए ऑलरेडी प्लान कर लिया जाता है. You cannot buy Nifty and Sensex, Sharad. What is Nifty and Sensex? Can someone tell me what is Nifty and Sensex? It's an index. Very good, Adarsh. Can you buy अपनी marksheet आप खरीद सकते हो क्या? अपना रिपोर्ट कार्ड कोई खरीद सकता है शरद? नहीं, आप निफ्टी इंडेक्स नहीं खरीद सकते. इंडेक्स आप नहीं खरीद सकते, बट इंडेक्स डेरिवेटिव्स आप बाय एंड सेल कर सकते. नेता लोग हाँ ऑफ कोर्स, बट अमन, इंडेक्स डेरिवेटिव्स आप बाय एंड सेल कर सकते. वी कैन नॉट बाय इट, बट वी कैन ट्रेड इंडेक्स डेरिवेटिव्स. हाँ, पेपरमिंट ऑयल, यस वसु, बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, ऐसी ऐसी चीजें जो हमें उनको कोई कभी बताता नहीं. अगर अभी तक आपके नॉलेज में कोई ऐसा इंसान है जिसको आप जानते थे और सोचते थे उसको फाइनेंस आती है, अगर आप उसको भी पूछोगे कि भाई तुम्हें पता है कमोडिटी फ्यूचर्स या कमोडिटी डेरिवेटिव्स क्या होते हैं, तो उन्हें भी नहीं मालूम हो. ज्यादातर लोगों को नहीं मालूम होता है. ठीक है. बट मैं आपको इसलिए समझा रही हूँ कि हमको लगता है एज इंजीनियर्स, स्पेशली इफ यू आर इन द कंप्यूटर इंडस्ट्री, स्पेशली एमसीए स्टूडेंट्स, बीटेक स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट वी फील कि हम इंजीनियर बन रहे हैं, हम दुनिया एकदम वी विल कॉन्कर द वर्ल्ड. What you do not realize is that everything around you, the food that you eat, the wheat that goes into the roti, the rice, everything is being traded. Everything, and the price for it for the next 12 months is already decided in advance. It varies, it keeps going up and down, but that trading also happens, and that comes under the category of derivative trading. It's called derivative. Derivative English शब्द का मतलब होता है कि किसी चीज से आप किसी के आधार पे बेस कर रहे हो ना, you are deriving a value on the basis of something. Okay? My team is working on a very nice micro course on derivatives. Gaurav will be bringing it out by December 10th, hopefully. Hopefully, Vandana, yes or no? Let's see. I think derivatives is a huge space where people do not know. इंडिया में बहुत अच्छा एक पोर्टल है जहां डेरिवेटिव्स के बारे में आप सीख सकते हो. NISM का एक सर्टिफिकेशन, कई सर्टिफिकेशंस होते हैं. मैंने जो किया है, मैंने करेंसी डेरिवेटिव्स में किया है. यूएस डॉलर और INR का एक्सचेंज रेट कोई बता सकता है? USD INR का एक्सचेंज रेट क्या है? जब मैं कॉलेज में थी 2008 में, तब हाउसिंग क्राइसिस हुई थी, तो उस समय मैंने अपना लैपटॉप 33 रुपए पर डॉलर के हिसाब से मंगा लिया था. But today, what is the value of USD INR? Very nice. It's about 75. When I used to trade very frequently, it used to be between the range of 68 and 70. Now you go and find out USD INR futures. If you Google USD INR futures, you will be able to see the rate of US dollar for the next 12 months, रीता पता है, अगर आप USD INR futures डालोगे तो it will show you the rate of US dollar over the next 12 months. All right, let me see if I can show that part to you, because What we do not, हम आज की सोचते हैं, आज की सोचना बहुत अच्छी बात है, but उसके साथ साथ करता है, नायका किस टाइप की कंपनी बनेगा, या पेटीएम कैसा है, क्यों पेटीएम का ऐसे बकवास सा इतना आईपीओ आया, कोई मुझे बता सकता है? पेटीएम का आईपीओ इतना बेकार क्यों आया? Overvaluation. Again, one is overvaluation. Second is retail investors are fools. One is overvaluation, yes, but people like you and me and everyone who applied for the Paytm IPO is a fool. We are fools, you know. Why? Because people started thinking that IPO is a way to just earn fast money, whereas it is not a way to earn fast money. Okay. So if you go to the NSE website, you can see the contract, you can see USD INR आगे के एक साल के लिए. Okay. USD INR हो गया, यूरो हो गया, ग्रेट ब्रिटेन पाउंड हो गया, जापानीज येन हो गया. ठीक है, इन सबके फ्यूचर करेंसीज ऑलरेडी ट्रेड हो रहे होते हैं. This is for someone who is slightly more advanced topic, so maybe we can do a separate workshop on derivatives. But coming back to the presentation, if anyone wants to learn about derivatives, message me, I'll take a separate session. But now we know that what are the other things that are sold in the securities markets other than shares? Other than shares, what else is sold? Bonds. Very good. What are bonds, Aman? What are bonds? Like James Bond. What are bonds? Agreement, contracts. Utkarsh, you want to? Okay, DM me. I'll teach you. We'll see. Utkarsh and the rest of them, Vanna. I don't know if we have shared, but you can also share with them the internship application link. If they are interested to join us as an intern, you can apply on this link. It's a three and a half month. I've shared beta. You can just post it again in case someone is interested to join for internships. We will start the next phase of recruitment in December. So if you're interested, you can fill the form. Okay. So Utkarsh will teach you specifically about derivatives. Gaurav is coming up with a course. Ehvar, my former intern, is now probably going to work with one of the top derivative companies in India. But that calls for a separate discussion. Okay. What is a bond? What is a bond? Janvi, it is so nice to see your pretty face. क्यों नहीं आप कैमरा ऑन कर रहे हो? कैमरा ऑन करो, मुझे समझ में आएगा. Utkarsh, you can get in touch with me separately in terms of how derivative contracts work. Yesterday we did a workshop on derivatives. Vanna was there. So if in case someone is interested to do that, we do those separately. If you're interested, we will definitely reach out and we will let you know where to. I have done a lot of derivative trading, so I find it very fascinating. Okay. Now let's talk about yesterday when we did that chart. We did equity and debt. Yes or no? Yesterday, remember we did a pictorial representative, and oh, very nice. Someone is already doing call and put options. Let me see. Vaibhav, you're my guy. Very nice. Get in touch with me. I'll guide you separately. Okay. So, and we have your email ID. So once the derivative course is ready, we will email you also that the derivative course is ready. It is free. You can access it. Nothing. You don't have to pay for anything. You just have to have that interest. That's all. Very good. Akanksha Verma. Loan made by an investor or borrower. That's absolutely correct. All of us are familiar with loans. हमको मालूम है loans कैसे behave करते हैं? Yes or no? ठीक है. कल हमने फ्लो चार्ट में करा था कि एक सेगमेंट होता है इक्विटी का, बट यश क्विकली इन द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ इट व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हिच मोस्ट पीपल इग्नोर, व्हिच इज कॉल्ड बॉन्ड्स. वेरी गुड. नाउ वेरी गुड सौरभ पांडे. बॉन्ड्स इज इक्वल टू अ लोन. ओके. जैसे प्रेरणा, हम किसी से लोन लेने जाते हैं, किसी ने स्टूडेंट लोन या कुछ लिया है अभी, या बाइक लोन या किसी भी तरह का लोन. लोन के क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं? What are the, Utkarsh, you would know, what are the characteristics of a loan? How will you characterize a loan? Yes, very good. Interest. Aiba, perfect. There's interest. Okay. Second thing, what is it? There's a time period. Very good. There's a collateral. Very, very good. There's a time period. There's interest, time. Correct. These are the two main things. हमें पहले से पता होता है कि अगर हमने घर का लोन लिया है तो 7% पे लिया है, या गाड़ी का लोन लिया है तो 14% पे लिया है. Correct? Very good, Shivam. You know the definite amount of money that you will get. Okay? You know it all in advance. आपको कितने टाइम में repay करना है? Is it a 5-year loan? Is it a 2-year loan or a 3-year loan? We all know in advance, right? Yes, very good. Interest कब से लगने लगेगा? Similarly, अब आप दूसरी तरीके से सोचो. ये तो हम मांगने गए थे लोन, ठीक है? अब मैं एक कंपनी, ठीक है, या मैं कोटक सिक्योरिटीज हूँ. कोटक सिक्योरिटीज को अपने बिजनेसेस करने के लिए, लोगों को हायर करने के लिए लोन चाहिए, पैसे चाहिए. तो वो क्या करेंगे? वो पब्लिक से कहेंगे कि भैया हमको लोन दे दो. ठीक है, what will they say? They'll say, can you give me a loan? That loan, whatever, when a corporate or even government from time to time asks for a loan from the public, it is called a bond. James Bond. What is it called? It's called a bond. Why is it called a bond? Because it has very fixed characteristics. It's called fixed income. You were right, Aman. It's called fixed income. The reason for that is the interest that you will get on a bond, you already know beforehand. Whether it is a 14% bond, whether it will come annually, whether it will come semi-annually, all that you will already know. Okay? Now, आप लोग यंग है, इसलिए हम आपको शेयर्स सजेस्ट करते हैं. तो बॉन्ड्स किन के लिए बेटर होते हैं? शेयर्स भी बेच सकते हैं शिवम, बट अभी हम डेट वाले कैटेगरी के साइड आ गए. कल हमने बताया था ना, when yesterday I was doing the whiteboarding with you guys, I said there are two different parts. One is equity and the other is debt. Okay? अब equity के अंदर शेयर्स आते हैं, ठीक है. यहाँ पे हमने डिस्कस किया था कल कि दिस इज शेयर्स और इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड्स, ठीक है. बट अगर किसी को डेट के थ्रू करना हो, अब ये अगर आप यंग हैं, यू आर यंग, इक्विटी किन को सजेस्ट करी जाती है? जो यंग है. बट पीपल हु आर ओल्डर, जिनको रिस्क कम लेनी चाहिए, सीनियर्स को, वेरी वेरी गुड, वेरी वेरी गुड. To Vasu, debt is the same thing. I am just telling you that debt is basically, bond is a kind of debt instrument. Okay? Bond is fixed income. How much you will get, that rate you will already know. It's the same thing. Okay? Bond is the same thing as debt. Now you understand? Senior citizens को, experienced people नहीं, अनुष्का, age के हिसाब से होता है. यंग लोगों को या शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए जब आपको पैसे लगाने, 2 साल बाद अगर आपको अनुष्का घूमने जाना है, मान लो आपको यूरोप जाना है, ठीक है. यूरोप जाने के लिए आपको 1 लाख रुपए चाहिए, आपके पास 80,000 रुपए हैं, तो आप क्या करोगे? 80,000 रुपए को आप एक बॉन्ड में लगा दोगे. So any investment that is up to 3 years, for those investments we suggest bonds. Okay? Okay अनुष्का, अगर 2 साल में अगर आपको कहीं शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए, ठीक है, तो अगर आपको शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो इन दैट केस आपको क्या चीजें देखनी चाहिए? बॉन्ड्स. बॉन्ड्स में बहुत आपको जनरली बॉन्ड्स गिव यू रिटर्न इन द रेंज ऑफ 7% to 11%. ये रेंज है 7% to 11%, ठीक है. बट इसमें जनरली आपकी रिस्क कम होती है. योर रिस्क इज लेसर इन दिस. सॉरी, in this your risk is lesser. This one has lesser risk. Okay. So जिन लोगों को short term के लिए पैसे चाहिए, 2 साल में चाहिए, up to 2-year periods, for them, and especially people who are more in age, जो risk नहीं ले सकते हैं 50 years, we suggest bonds. Okay, but since you guys are Gen Z, now we know what is bonds. All right, we all know what is bonds. So on this page, you know what is shares. Okay, you know what is shares. You now know what is bonds. Debenture is a kind of bond. It is the same thing as a bond. Okay, it is very, very similar to a bond. We know what is mutual fund. We talked about derivatives. Okay. Yes, a political party cannot issue like that, Yash, but political party will always have a trust or an organization registered entity behind them. That registered entity can issue a bond. It's the same thing like you say that 191 or 197 communications is the company जिसका IPO आया, but bond मतलब नाम तो हमें पेटीएम पता है ना, it's 197, no? Similarly, Yash, the party doesn't issue the bond, party is the brand name, and उस party के पीछे एक registered trust या agency या public limited, private limited कुछ entity होगी, वो issue कर सकते. ठीक है, ये clear है? जैसे आप लोग सबने jockey use किया है, सब I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know what is jockey. Okay. अब जॉकी का जो स्टॉक है वो किस नाम से आता है? पजामे, जाड़े में हम सब पजामे नहीं पहनते जॉकी के. How many of you know the brand Jockey? Only Shubhi knows. Shubhi, only you, me and Yash, we are the only people who know what is Jockey. Okay, Aman will tell me. Jockey के पीछे जो कंपनी है उसका क्या नाम है? कभी सोचा आपने? Page, very good, Utkarsh, brilliant, very, very good. Ab chalo, Jockey, very nice. Adarsh, very, very nice. Okay, Aman now knows. Okay, so Aman, if you want to go check out Page Industries stock. A few years ago, it was much cheaper. Right now, it is somewhere around 25,000 का एक share है Page Industries का. ठीक है? Another thing I'll tell you. How many of you eat Domino's? कोई खाता है Domino's? How many of you eat Domino's? Anushka, what is the name of the company? Very nice. Someone said Jubilant. Who's that? You're my star, Akash Tiwari. Very good. Jubilant Foodworks. Very good. Jubilant Foodworks, about 3 years ago, I was planning to buy, and I feel it was one of my largest misses because in the pandemic, people ordered so much pizza that Jubilant Foodworks has doubled in share price. Has doubled in share price. So Jubilant is the brand, is the name of the company, Jubilant Foodworks. There are many of Jubilant, but Jubilant Foodworks. Okay. A few days ago, there was an IPO. I think, Vandana, do you remember seeing this? KFC की जो company है, KFC के पीछे जो company है, that company का IPO आया था. That also had a very good IPO. It was called Sapphire Foods. Sapphire Foods is the company behind the brand name KFC. Okay. Yum Brands, yes. Yum Brands also has KFC. So I think they've taken some franchisees. Sapphire also has KFC and Yum also has KFC subsidiary. Correct. So we now know that in this bazaar that we are talking about, in this colorful market, there's not just one thing that is being sold. There are many different products. You have to choose. You should choose on the basis of number 1, your goals. Number 2, your age. Number 3, the risk that you are willing to take. Number 4, what are the other factors that you have to keep into consideration? The time to maturity, या जितना time आप इस चीज को ले सकते हो. अब ये सारी चीजें सब लोगों के लिए correct. Knowledge, very good, Aman. Knowledge and time that you can spend on it. Very nice. Yes, of course, you should see returns. How much returns and how much time? So this differs from person to person. It is not one size fits all solution. It is not something like कि जो अमन ने पहना वही यश के फिट आ जाएगा, वही शरद के आ जाएगा, वही टी-शर्ट प्रेरणा भी पहन लेगी. It differs from person to person, and that's why you have to learn what we are teaching you. Whatever we have taught you in these last 4 days and what we will cover tomorrow, it will play an instrumental role in the way you will build technology. If you are a BTech student and you want to build technology, you want to get into the field of fintech, what are the solutions that you can build? You can form your own startup. You can form a company that allows people to invest directly in bonds. You can make code for that. But unless you understand these factors, how will it be possible? Right? So it differs from person to person. Now we all know the debt component, the debt side of it. Debt is fairly simple. Debt we all know बहुत ही easy होता है समझना. Debt मतलब bond हो गए, NCDs हो गए, debentures हो गए, ये सब debt में. But now coming to the equity part of it. Okay, you guys are young, so I want to teach you how to do shares. In shares, we will talk about two different parts, how to analyze a share. One part will be the fundamentals, and the other part will be the technicals. Anyone who wants to go have water or something, I'll pause for a minute and then we will start. Okay? We will get into pure shares now. Everyone understands bonds. You know what is a bond? If anyone is interested in buying bonds, I don't have a partnership with them, but there's a platform where I analyze bonds. I'll show you that platform also. It's a very nice platform for analyzing bonds. India में मतलब कम platforms. You can either buy directly, but if you've not, there's this platform called Golden Pie. Here you can go to discover bonds. You can see which company. Okay, you can see call date means maturity date. Now, while buying Shubhi, it is very important, Prerna, that you check the rating of the bond. Now, for my stud boys, I think 2-3 of you are like really heavily into investing and you are familiar. Agraj, Aman, Utkarsh, Yash. I really want to recommend this really nice movie. It's called The Big Short. Anyone who has seen The Big Short? Anyone? Add it to your watch list, Yash, Utkarsh. You will really. Anyone who knows who is Batman? On a Batman. Christian Bale is Batman? Yes, you all know who is Batman. So Christian Bale is actually played the hero in this movie called The Big Short. Okay. There's lots of fascinating heroes and actors and actresses in this movie called The Big Short. So Big Short is a very fascinating story. Okay. See, can you see Christian Bale? Brad Pitt is also there for the girls. Okay, Brad Pitt is also there. Big Short will tell you a lot about how shorting happens in the market. What are bonds? Bonds के पीछे की जो अब मैं शॉर्ट में है करण आपने देखी है बिग शॉट इट्स वन ऑफ माय वेरी फेवरेट मूवीज अमन अगर नहीं देखी इंग्लिश में है बट यू शुड वॉच विद सबटाइटल्स इट्स आई थिंक इट्स ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स ओके it talks a lot about all those things about it's about the 2008 housing crisis, but it will give you a lot of insights into how financial markets work. Aaj dekho please Aman. Okay, now it's a fun movie, it's a very nice movie. Okay, now I'll show you why I mentioned The Big Short is in bonds, even though we know ki returns kitne aayenge, another point to understand is very, very important, what is known as the rating of a bond. Okay, Aman, the rating of a bond, Akanksha, rating of a bond is very, very, जैसे हम स्विगी पे या ओला में देखते हैं ना कि ड्राइवर की रेटिंग कैसी है, उसी तरीके से शुभी आपको AA या AAA रेटेड बॉन्ड्स ही लेने चाहिए. यहाँ पे फिल्टर करके AA and AAA rated bonds only. Do not buy something that we called junk bonds. जिस तरह से हमें जंक फूड नहीं खाना चाहिए, हमें जंक बॉन्ड्स नहीं लेने चाहिए. Is that clear? Ayush, आयुष, हाँ, हमें जंक बॉन्ड्स नहीं लेने हैं, trustworthy bonds, companies that have, so if someone wants to put, who's older in age, wants to put their money at a, medium risk, you can go for the India Bulls Housing Finance, which will mature 4 years from now, 3 to 4 years from now. Yes, should be sovereign gold bonds. Also, a lot of people invest in sovereign gold bonds. You can actually check out sovereign gold bonds also here. But do not go for something like, this. इसमें आपको क्या रहेगा, ओवर रिटर्न रहेगा, ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा रिटर्न्स दिखेंगे, बट डू नॉट गो फॉर समथिंग लाइक दिस. गो फॉर अ ट्रस्टवर्दी बॉन्ड. टू अंडरस्टैंड द रेटिंग ऑफ द बॉन्ड, शुभी मैं ना एसजीबी आपको 2 सेकंड अभी अच्छे से समझाऊंगी, बट जस्ट go for a well rated bond. That rating part you will really understand if you watch the movie Big Short. It has Brad Pitt. Come on, girls. Yes, Akansha, watch it. Yes, please watch it. It's a very nice movie. All my interns, Vandana, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. I think Gaurav has seen it. You will understand a lot. It's a very nice take. And then, when you talk about all these different things, you will know. Michael Lewis has actually written this book. जो मूवी है बिग शॉट, वो एक किताब के ऊपर बेस्ड है. इस किताब का भी नाम बिग शॉट है शुभी. माइकल लुइस की एक और बुक है. Those of you who are interested can again give your names. जो मैं सबको recommend करती हूँ पढ़ने के लिए. It's called Flash Boys. People who want to get into trading, who want to understand, you will then know that there is something known as algorithmic trading. How many of you know what is algorithmic trading? Okay, how many of you know, MCA students, how many of you know what is algorithm? You know what is algorithm? Shivangi knows what is an algorithm. Shubhi, very good. Rita, very good. All the girls know, very. तो अगर हम एक ऐसी algorithm बनाए जो automatic trading करने लगे, अपने आप, very good Agraj, yes, it's all built, it's built on code, it's a step by step procedure. क्योंकि humans के trading करने में एक बहुत बड़ी problem आ जाती है कि हम emotional हो जाते हैं. हम अपने पैसे के लिए बहुत ही emotional हो जाते हैं ना आयुष. तो वो emotional part हटाने के लिए there is something in the world which is we call as algorithmic trading. Okay? Algorithmic trading में ही एक advanced concept होता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं flash trading. Flash Boys that is based on the concept of flash trading. Everyone does, Agraj. You will be surprised. NSE in India supports flash trading. They support it. They support the concept which is known as co-location, which is the fundamental concept of flash trading. Not just Goldman Sachs, all your this, you think Junjunwala is Junjunwala just like that? Very good question, Anushka. How is the rating given to these bonds? The rating is given by something which we know as rating agencies. There are certain agencies in India. Okay? These rating agencies can give the rating. One of them is CRISIL. The other is ICRA. Okay? These are the rating agencies. They apply and the rating is given on the basis of their past history. Have they paid their loans? Have they been able to repay their loans? How does the financial statement look? If the company is asking for a loan today, will they be able to repay it tomorrow to you? Yes or no? So all these factors are considered, only then rating is given. Moody's is also a rating agency, yes, but Moody's is more international, Yash. In India, no, PwC is not a rating agency. Fitch is one, but it's an international one. In India, primarily the you will see, and especially if I take you to that screen again, you will be able to see here. If I zoom it, CRISIL, ANEG, CARE, A, CRISIL, A+, CRISIL, A+. So let me, if I go to AAA, let me go to AAA. Let me just remove this A, wala. CRISIL, AAA. Okay? Because IndiGrid Trust is a government-owned enterprise. HDB, how the bank, the HDFC Bank that we have also has another arm, which is the HDB Financial Services. This is a CRISIL AAA rated bond. You will be able to see. Okay, care rated. Mahindra and Mahindra जो हम XUV 700 की financial services arm. Yes, Moody's देता है, but India की जो agencies main है वो ये 3-4 agencies. ठीक है नशी? Moody's is more for international, but if you watch The Big Short, you will hear the name Moody's, you will hear the words, the Fitch one, S&P 500. These are very common words that you will see if you watch the movie. Please watch the movie, boys and girls, both of you. It's not like it's a movie only for men. It's a very fun movie to watch. There's very explained how in very normal English, simple English में समझा. ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आप के लिए complicated होंगी. Okay, now let's quickly get into, now we know what is the bond part of it. Can I start now? If you want to get water, you can get water, and then I will start with the shares part of it. I will show you a demo of the shares part of it. Anyone who has a demat and has logged into their demat? Yes, Aman? Which one are you using, Yash, Aman? Are you using Grow? You're using Grow, okay. Grow has a nice UI. Primarily, I use Zerodha for this, helping people understand these 2-3 concepts. Should be very nice. I'm so proud of you, girl. Aman, Rai, you have Zerodha. Okay. So anytime, with anything, whenever we go to buy something, हम उस चीज को उठा के देखते हैं ना कि कैसा है, क्या है, कितने रुपए का है, क्या एमआरपी है, किसने प्रोड्यूस किया. All these things we see before purchasing something, no? Yes or no? है ना? कोई भी चीज आप खरीदो, कोई पेन खरीदो, कितने का है भैया, how much is it for, कितने दिन चलेगा, इसमें इंक कब भरनी पड़ेगी, all that we always see, no Anushka? In any financial market, whether it is if you are into crypto or whether you are into the stocks, yes, you should do it with little amounts. I will tell you the concept of rupee cost averaging, how you can do slowly and consistently and build your portfolio. Okay, similarly, when we invest, now we have talked about bonds and the debt part, that we understand. That is very simple. Yes or no? Give me a reaction. Vivek, Pankaj, Gyan, Ayushi, Akash, Utkarsh, Aiba, Yogendra. Yes, हमें वो समझना है. हाँ, 1000 रुपए है, कोई बात नहीं, 1000 रुपए से स्टार्ट करते हैं ना शिशिर. इतने रुपए से स्टार्ट करो कि जितना आप, अगर अभी आप सीख रहे हो, ठीक है, तो पहले साल में कभी भी 5000 से ज्यादा मत लगाना प्लीज. जब तक आप सीख रहे हो बहुत धीमे धीमे करो, क्योंकि मार्केट में कभी ऐसा नहीं होता कि अगर 2000 4000 हो गए तो 4000 8000 हो जाएंगे. इट इज नेवर अ सिंपल स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड फॉर्मूला. तो फर्स्ट फ्यू इयर्स जब आप सीख रहे हो, जब मैं सीख रही थी तो मैंने धीरे धीरे करके शुरू किया. आज 4 साल हो गए हैं, आज आई नो हाउ टू टेक दीज डिसीजंस, आई अंडरस्टैंड. बट इन द बिगिनिंग, यस, 200 रुपए से शुरू करो. अमन, देयर इज नथिंग टू लाफ. दैट्स अ वेरी वाइज डिसीजन. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी वाइज डिसीजन. You don't have money, so you will watch the movie, no? Movie में कौन कह रहा है आप किसी का Netflix password मांग के कर लेना. If you don't have Netflix, very good, Vasu. Be very careful at the price at which you buy a stock. We'll not name the stock, but we will now talk about the fundamental part of it when you are getting into securities markets. What are the... Okay, so primary market we'll do IPO, maybe we'll do tomorrow. But we will now get into fundamental analysis because that is very, very important for you guys to understand. So secondary market is where you buy and sell stocks. Should be no one will give their Netflix password. Oh my God, you poor chap. Because someone, Nasheed's friend, help him to. Otherwise, he chape dega. You know? Yes, let's fire it up with analysis. Okay? Watch this. So let's get into analysis. So for analysis, I need to get everybody to understand where will we buy stocks. See, Vandana has something she's telling everyone. You can use series 9. You can watch for free. She has given you the code also. come for my workshop and go away with a free Netflix code to watch. Okay? See, क्या नाम था जिन्होंने बोला था? देखो आपको मिल गया पासवर्ड. नशीद अहमद. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो कल सब देख के आना. So today let's get into the analysis part of it. It is very, very important. Similar to when you sort of observe anything before buying, it is very, very important to understand at what price, what are the characteristics, is it a good stock, is it a bad stock? Okay. Now, how will you analyze? There are some, specific barometers to understand how to buy a stock. Okay. Today, we will focus on buying a stock through the secondary markets, primarily because I do not believe that IPO कोई ऐसी जगह होती है जिसमें रात में आपके पैसे दुगने हो सकते हैं. IPO is a separate process, but we will talk about the secondary markets now that we have opened a demat account and we will place any stock. How many of you from Lucknow? Utkarsh? Anyone from Lucknow? Anyway, Ayushi is from Lucknow. Eta? Are Utkarsh, maybe my Nani's Dadi's house was in Eta. Not Eta, like near Eta, there's a village, it's called Sunna. I don't know if you know, but as a kid, I used to go there. Eta is where my roots are. Okay, Rita, आप लखनऊ से हो? आदर्श लखनऊ से. Okay, सब लखनऊ से. Very nice. So for the Lucknow guys, I'm sure all of you know about the school called Jaipuria. How many of you know Jaipuria? Yes or no? I'm from Lamatnier. Anyone who knows Lamatnier in Lucknow? I've done my schooling from Lamatnier all 14 years. Banaras, very nice. Why I said Lucknow is, and Utkarsh, especially for you, Jaipuria, Kanpur mein bhi hai. So my husband is from Jaipuria, and Jaipuria ke hi ek bahut achhe, alumni hai. His name is Ayush Mittal. Okay, if you Google Ayush Mittal, you'll be able to go to his Twitter page. You will be able to find, different things. So one tool that I use for fundamental analysis very often, जयपुरिया से ही है. उन्होंने एक ये टूल बनाया है. Utkarsh wanted to get into analysis. No, who said let's sort of brace ourselves for analysis. Who was it? I think let me just take that name because I want to connect with him, and then let's get into. Okay. High five to the ETA, Utkarsh from ETA. Very nice. Okay, let's get into analysis. All right. Yes. Yash. So Yash, specifically for you and Utkarsh, have you heard of this platform called Screener.in? Anyone who has heard of this platform called Screener.in? Okay. Screener.in is a platform which is a free platform. It's a platform where you can analyze a stock. First you have to analyze a stock. Okay. The need to analyze a stock is simple as if you are going to buy a sharpener, you will see kitne ka hai, isse sasta hai ki nahi hai, kaun se aur stocks hain. Yes, you can use TradingView also. TradingView is equally good. But Screener is something that, a friend has built from Lucknow. It's a very popular platform. He's actually known as Dawn of Dalal Street. If you Google Ayush Mittal, you will be able to find out. Now, someone had given me the name of a company from the stocks. Not Vodafone Idea. It's a very garbage share. Please don't buy Vodafone Idea. Okay. Not Vodafone Idea. Any other share? I'm just trying to see some shares that Reliance has someone else given me. Reliance will do. Reliance is a very fair, direct. Adani Power. Okay, maybe Nashid. Let's start with SBI. Okay, so SBI has these so many companies. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, but when we say SBI, okay, this name of the stock or what we call here, I'm going to annotate this content and you can see what is this thing called? This code. What is the name for this code? माइक्रोसॉफ्ट भी मैं करूंगी नशीद, पहले आपका एक तो कर लूं. आई एम स्टार्टिंग विद SBI. व्हाट इज दिस कॉल्ड? दिस SBIN is called as, it's called script name. The name of a stock or the ticker with which it sort of trades is known as script. What's it called? Script name, khali script. Ayush, it's called script name. Okay, it's called script. Okay, please understand this. Just Google and tell me the script for Facebook. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि अगर आपने बाय करते समय SBIN की जगह कुछ और डाल दिया तो गलत शेयर खरीद जाएगा. ठीक है? It's a nickname for the stock, so first understand this is the script name. Second part. Okay. Second thing that you have to understand, what is the price of the share? What is the price of the share? Current market price. What is the current market price of the share? 493. Okay, correct? इस समय ये 493 पे. ठीक है. इसकी हाईएस्ट और लोएस्ट वैल्यूज क्या थी? Which implies कि पिछले एक साल में ये सबसे ऊपर कितना गया और सबसे नीचे कितना आया. ठीक है. Girls, yes, Shubhi, you're on the same page. Okay. Now, very, very important factor. Yash will tell me, what does market cap means? What does the word market cap mean? What market cap mean? It's a very important total. Yes, little bit more. Further, little bit more. थोड़ा और सोचो. Total market cap का क्या मतलब है? Okay, very nice, Rishabh. Very nice. If it gets liquid, no, that's not market cap. That's not market cap, Karan. Okay. Market cap has a very specific formula. Okay. It's a very, very simple formula. If you have done multiplication, you will know. It implies share price multiplied by your very often you will hear in the news कि Reliance की market cap इतनी हो गई. कल किसी ने सुना था, there was news कि Gautam Adani now tips Mukesh Ambani as the richest person in Asia. Total dollar नहीं. You've heard that news, no? So how is it calculated? What is the way in which it is calculated? It is calculated using the simple formula market cap. Market cap implies what is the share price multiplied by what are the total number of shares. Okay. Why is market cap important? Market cap helps you define the cap of the stock. Okay. So companies which have the maximum market capitalization are known as large cap companies. जिनका सबसे ज्यादा होता है, they are known as large cap. SBI has a market capitalization of 4,40,117 crores. So SBI is a large cap company. Is this point clear? Understanding capitalization is very, very important, whether you do equity or you do mutual funds. Either way, it is very, very important, because in a mutual fund, if it says SBI equity small cap direct fund, it implies that mutual fund invests in small cap companies, which means small capitalization companies, which means choti companies. All of you now understand what is market capitalization? हाँ, बहुत अच्छी बात. I was just coming to this, Aman. What you mentioned, I was just going to say. ठीक है कि ब्लू चिप कंपनीज क्या होती हैं, अभी मैं बताती हूँ आपको. अब हमको समझ में आ गया कि मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन is a way to divide or segregate different kinds of companies, and these companies could be large cap, mid cap or small cap. Let's see, these are the three categories on the basis of market capitalization. When you are a new investor, you should go with large cap companies. The reason for that is these are the companies that are a part of Nifty 50. These are the companies that are a part of the index. These are companies that have been in the country for a long time. Okay. So the probability याद है पढ़ी थी हमने मैथ्स में, of them failing is relatively low. Okay. So very commonly जो अमन ने चीज लिखी, आप एक वर्ड देखोगे जिसको हम बोलते हैं ब्लू चिप. एक म्यूचुअल फंड का नाम सुनोगे अक्सर, आप उसमें लिखा होगा एक्सिस ब्लू चिप फंड. किसी ने सुना? ब्लू चिप वर्ड बहुत कॉमन है अमन. I'll tell you the story behind blue chip. Okay. Blue chip का मतलब होता है, blue chip means is the same thing as large cap. Now, why is it the same thing as large cap? Why? Anyone? Any guesses? सही बोला आपने अमन, ब्लू चिप और लार्ज कैप का एक ही मतलब होता है. कोई मुझे बता सकता है क्या? क्यों? ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रैटेजी याद आ गई बिल्कुल. ब्लू ओशन, पानी भरा, लार्ज, वेरी नाइस. और सोचो. थिंक. सोचो जल्दी लिखो. Tell me. Sky is blue. Okay, very nice. Yes, I like the way you are thinking. Blue whale. नहीं, किसी ने कुछ तो लिखा. This has the capability to be a multi-beggar stock. नहीं होगी बच्चे, ऋषभ beggar हो जाएगी तब तो भिखारी कैसे हो जाएगा वो stock. Beggar नहीं, bagger. ठीक है? But क्यों? Oh, very nice. There's Aman. Did you Google that, Aman, right now? How many of you know about this game called poker? How many of you know about this game known as poker? Anushka, you know there's a game called poker. Anyone who has watched Friends will know what is poker. Yes or no? In poker is a game of cards. In poker, normally लोग cash के through खेलते हैं. But what if cash की जगह हम क्या करें? हम cash के against में कुछ chips खरीद लें. ठीक है? कुछ चिप्स खरीद ले. ठीक है? और उन चिप्स को हम तभी लगाए जब आपको 100% श्योर हो कि आप वो मूव जीत ही जाओगे. When you are 100% sure कि ये बाजी मेरी बननी ही बननी है, तब आप ब्लू चिप्स से खेलते हो. They look something like this. Okay? So the word blue chip comes from the game of poker. You are absolutely correct, Aman. It means all the companies which are supposed to be reliable. They are supposed to be reliable because they have a large market cap. When they have a large market cap, the probability of them defaulting is low. Is that clear? All of you now know? ठीक है? तो अगर किसी ने आपको बोला SBI ब्लू चिप फंड, ये कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करेगा? शुभी, सॉरी वसु को चला गया. प्रेरणा, कहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट करेगा अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ SBI ब्लू चिप फंड? सी दैट्स द वे टू डिकोड. अगर आपको मालूम ही नहीं होगी कोई चीज और कोई उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट करके कहेगा तो यार किसी के नहीं समझ में आएगी. करेक्ट, वेरी गुड. लार्ज कैप कंपनीज, वो कंपनीज जो निफ्टी 50 में है. ठीक है? NSE की वेबसाइट पे, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज की वेबसाइट पे जब आप जाओगे और निफ्टी 50 क्लिक करोगे तो उसमें सारी वो कंपनीज जो टॉप 50 कंपनीज हैं वो आपको पता चलेंगी. And this is when you start. Okay, the mistake people do is they start with small cap. The largest mistake that most people do is they start with large cap. They start with a category where कोई आपको मतलब information है ही नहीं पुरानी. ठीक है? तो बेसिकली क्या कहते हैं, सॉरी, मेरे घर में ना देयर इज अ वेरी बैड सिचुएशन राइट नाउ. माय ब्रदर इन लॉ हैज बीन डायग्नोज्ड विद कैंसर. So it's just some message I saw. Yeah. So yes, the mistake people do is, Yash, they start with penny stock. So they start with like random junk, like junk bonds. They'll start with some garbage stocks, and then because that stock will not behave well, they will start to make mistakes. So when you're an early investor, you have to start in the large cap category. Start with stocks that you can absolutely trust. Once you trust, then you start working your way backwards towards mid cap, and then you get your way backwards into small cap. Okay. So, but first start with large cap. Now, within this stock has lots of different characteristics. One thing, another part of fundamental analysis is something known as stock PE. In fundamental, can you guys see the screen where I have highlighted stock PE? These are all ways to analyze a certain stock. Okay. All this analysis comes in the category of fundamental analysis. All right. Get it? Okay. Stock PE basically implies, just give me a minute. Stock PE implies, can someone give me the formula of stock PE? Saurabh? Formula of stock PE? कोई बताएगा? The formula of stock PE कोई मुझे बता सकता है? Very good, very good. Share price divided by earnings per share. हाय बेचारे सौरभ कहाँ हो तुम बच्चे, तुम स्कूल में हो क्या? इसका वीडियो नहीं ऑफ हो पा रहा है, आई थिंक सो. सौरभ हम कर देते हैं आपका वीडियो ऑफ. I've switched it off. Saurabh Pandey, आप मत worry करो. This is what, like with online programs now, this is, I don't really like that part. I will come for a physical program next time. Because in that, then you will really learn more. Yeah. Yes, correct, Anushka. It's the share price divided by the earnings per share. You know, if I buy this stock, what is the probability that I will get some money on this? Okay. Mota on an average, it is good to have a P ratio below 40. P ratio below 40 sort of implies that yes, this is a good stock to buy. But when you identify is it a good stock, the second thing to identify is at what price. ठीक है? What price? अब हमने ये देखा कि हाँ इसका P ratio below 40 है, it is around 30. That's not a bad P ratio. Dividend yield का मतलब ये कंपनी मुझे कितना डिविडेंड देगी. ये कंपनी मुझे फेस वैल्यू पे 0.81% का डिविडेंड देगी. ठीक है. फेस वैल्यू मतलब जो ओरिजिनल प्राइस पे ये शेयर इशू हुआ था. What was the original price? That is called face value. Okay. Dividend yield means कि मुझे इस पे कितना डिविडेंड मिलेगा. PE रेशियो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रेशियो है to understand from a fundamental perspective whether this stock is a good stock to buy or not. Okay. There are many other indicators also, but before I do that, I will quickly show you that now that you have identified book value. Very good. Book value means, yes, the meaning of the word book value is that in case, according to the company's books were here, in finance, the word books basically implies, जहां पे भी हम book बोलेंगे, वहां पे उसका मतलब होगा accounting statements. Okay. So the word books basically stands for accounting statements. Okay. So book value implies that if this company were to close, simply let's say, okay, how much will I get? अगर ये कंपनी बंद हो गई तो मेरे को, अगर मैं 500 रुपए का शेयर खरीद रहा हूं तो मिनिमम मुझे कितने पैसे वापस मिलेंगे? दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज बुक वैल्यू. राइट. I prefer Adarsh between 13 to 15 to 25, 30, I feel is a good P ratio. But it varies. For some, my P ratio might be very high, but it might be a very good stock, so it must be worthwhile to buy. It varies, but around below 40 is generally considered good. Okay. Now, Yash, is this clear? What is book value? नहीं बेकार, मतलब आप और उसके फैक्टर्स देखिए, खाली पी रेशियो नहीं देखिए, इसीलिए ये सारी चीजें कॉम्बिनेशन में देख करके तभी हमको बाइंग एंड सेलिंग करनी चाहिए. ठीक है. बिलो 10 बहुत ही, मतलब आप बाकी चीजें देखो ना उसकी. इट इज लाइक सेइंग कि डॉक्टर बहुत सस्ता है, वो 10 रुपए में इलाज कर देगा, पर वो देगा क्या? वो पुड़िया वाली दवा देगा या वो एक्चुअली कोई मेडिसिन देगा जिससे आपकी तकलीफ ठीक हो जाएगी. ऑलराइट. Now, when I talk about this, the second part, so these are some of the things that you see that, fundamental analysis for a stock. Some of the factors that you have to get into consideration are, what is the company like? What are the different kinds of, what is the last traded price? What is the open price, high price, low price? All these things you have to see. Script name बहुत correctly, बहुत ध्यान से आपको रखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. हाँ, बुक वैल्यू से तो डेफिनेटली ज्यादा पे ही मिलता है उत्कर्ष. इन केस द कंपनी वो एब्सोल्यूट, बहुत अगर आप लकी होते हैं तो आपको ऐसे प्राइस पे मिल जाता है जो बुक वैल्यू के पास में रहता है. लकी एंड यू हैव टू एनालाइज इट. ठीक है. तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज, नाउ दैट यू हैव आइडेंटिफाइड कि मुझे, फॉर एग्जांपल, नाउ दिस इज नॉट अ रिकमेंडेशन टू बाय एसबीआई, बिकॉज द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ इट आई विल एक्सप्लेन राइट नाउ. ओके. How many of you know the brand Zara, for example, or let's say Marks and Spencer? Anyone who knows Zara, Marks and Spencer, you all know, right? So normally when we go to Zara, we usually buy one or two things. एक चीज ले लो अच्छा देख के, बड़ा रे 1900 का. Usually we buy one thing. But what if there is a sale at Zara? What if there's a sale at Zara? What will you do? There's a mad sale at Zara, everyone is, if there's a discount, you'll buy more, right? Yeah. हम जनरली क्या करेंगे, हम जबरदस्ती 2 टी-शर्ट यार सस्ते में मिल रहा है, ठीक है. तो हम इस आइडियोलॉजी या इस ह्यूमन बिहेवियर से क्या चीज समझते हैं? क्या आपको समझ में आता है जो आप फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स में यूज कर सकते हैं? जब कोई चीज नॉर्मली मिलती है तो हम 1 या 2 खरीदते हैं, राइट नशीद? है ना? नहीं, सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी नहीं. अनुष्का, वर्फ है कि जब हमें कोई चीज सस्ते में मिल रही होती है या डिस्काउंट पे मिल रही होती है तो हम ज्यादा खरीद लेते हैं. ठीक है. इसलिए एक चीज बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जब भी कोई चीज आप बाय करते हो तो उसका प्राइस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. करेक्ट. And for this reason, when we talk about price analysis, there comes the concept of technical analysis. Okay. Technical analysis simply implies that you do something which is known as a price action study. For those of you who may be finding what I'm saying a little bit difficult, go to the 3 dots at the bottom of the Zoom chat and save the chat. Save the chat so that you can refer to these words, and these are very useful in the way you will build anything, So in technical analysis is all about analyzing price to action. Means price with respect to टाइम. अब सबने ग्राफ थ्योरी पढ़ी है? किसी ने ग्राफ थ्योरी पढ़ी है? ग्राफ्स के बारे में 12th में, प्लॉटिंग सबने पढ़ी है ना? ग्राफ्स तो सबको मालूम होंगे. हाँ अजय, वेरी गुड. फैजल, आदर्श, पंकज, प्रेरणा, वेरी नाइस. शिवांगी, वंडरफुल. हाँ 5 मार्क के क्वेश्चन आते थे, याद है यश? राइट. Yes, wonderful. Yes, wonderful, Utkarsh. So, technical analysis is all about plotting the movement of these stock prices with respect to time. I will show you how it's done. I will create a whiteboard and I will show you. Okay. I will clear this whiteboard. Okay. Now, in graph theory, you have your, please don't mind, oh, let me, actually, maybe I will clear it all. We fortunately have the luxury to create straight lines. So I will create straight lines. Okay. My x-axis, right? This is my x-axis. Oh, axis. Correct? This is my, what's this? What is this on the left-hand side? It's your y-axis, correct, Shivangi? It's very, very fascinating, especially if you have, if you're doing MBA, तब तो बहुत ही fascinating है. But what I'm trying to tell you is कि generally लोग ये सोचते हैं कि ये खाली MBA वाले बच्चों के लिए interesting है. I feel it is even more interesting for people who are in the computer field. Because you know what is maths, so it is very, very interesting for you. Okay? So there are two axes, right? Whoever wanted to understand technical analysis, this is a very important aspect. So just watch very, very carefully. You have your stock prices, okay? So on the x-axis, what I will do is, I will mark this as, what is the x-axis used for? What if I use the x-axis for time? Very good. And on the y-axis, and Vandana, I think I've not taken this session for you guys also. So I hope this is interesting for you. Okay. On the left-hand side, you mark it as price. Okay. Now what I will do is plot a graph of price against time. All right. Okay. When you plot a graph of price against time, it looks something like this. Okay. आज क्या price है? Day 0. Oh, sorry. Let me get my list. Okay. You plot it with respect to different time frames. Okay. Let's just say this is, I'll show you. It will not be as ugly as what I'm drawing right now on this. But just for those of you who are new, I want to explain it is a simple graphical representation of price with respect to time. That is what is technical analysis. Now, on that price with respect to time, there are certain indicators that are put that will help you, that will actually help you in thinking whether I should buy this or not. So anyone who is even buying, selling, trading crypto, it is very important that you buy it at a low price and you sell it at a high price. Correct? Can you guys see? All of you can see? What is this? This is, yes, this is a low price and this is a high price. Right? Yes, buy on dips. That's what is called buy on dips. Very, very good. Okay. Another name for this low price in finance is what we call support. Okay. This low price is also known as support. Girls, support इसको इसलिए कहते हैं क्योंकि अगर देखो यहां से ये शेयर गिरना शुरू हुआ, यहां से ये शेयर गिरना शुरू हुआ, यहां आके ये टिक गया. ठीक है, टिक गया. जब यहाँ पे आके टिक गया तो इस जगह पे इसने अपना ऐसे करके टेक लगा लिया, इसलिए इसको सपोर्ट बोलते हैं. इसलिए गर्ल्स, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू हैव टू फर्स्ट बाय लो, सेल हाई. Now, if you are buying the Nykaa or the Paytm stock at a high price, तो आपको प्रॉफिट कम हो जाएगा. That is why it is very, very important कि आप प्राइस को बहुत इम्पोर्टेंटली फैक्टर करें. जब आप अपने इसमें ऑर्डर्स लगाएं, when you put your orders in your brokerage platform, make sure using something that we call limit order. Define a price. Define a price for the share that you want to buy. How will you come to that price? You will come to that price by using technical analysis. Is that clear? Okay. Yes, Pranshu, you now know You will know, Utkarsh, there are ways to draw this. It will not be as ugly, but I will show you. Now, यहाँ से ये स्टॉक चला ऊपर चला ऊपर चला 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 चला, यहाँ से ये गिर गया, लुढ़क गया, है ना प्रेरणा? जहां से ये स्टॉक लुढ़कने लगता है उस जगह को हम बोलते हैं रेजिस्टेंस. ठीक है, आया समझ में? रेजिस्टेंस. यश, वेरी गुड. Yash already knows it, so I will go a bit further. Okay, so we now know bottom is known as support and top is known as resistance. Now we have to figure out a way to get this stop price at the price at which we want to buy. Now when I will open my brokerage and I give you an example of the charting pattern, you will see something like what I am drawing on the right hand side. Can you see something like a yellow square with a little tip and a little bottom? Can you guys see it? Yes. Very nice, Yash. Very, very nice. Yash, what is this called? ये जो हमने ग्राफिकली प्लॉट किया था, जब हम इसको जूम करते हैं, जब हम जूम फर्दर करेंगे, तब it is something what is known as a candlestick. Okay, it's called a candlestick because it looks like a mombatti. It looks like a mombatti. All right? Yes or no? Now all of you know, Shubhi, it's called a candlestick. So a mombatti has a wick. Yes or no? It has a wick. It has a wick. Yes or no? ठीक है, so you now know that a candle has a wick and it has a bottom. Okay, if the candle now in this, you will see when I will show it to you, this is the opening price. The bottom of the candle here, जो कैंडल का बेस है उसको हम बोलते हैं ओपनिंग प्राइस, कैंडल के टॉप को हम बोलते हैं क्लोजिंग प्राइस. ठीक है, समझे आप लोग? इट्स कॉल्ड क्लोजिंग प्राइस. ठीक है, जो हाईएस्ट प्राइस पे वो गया उस दिन, दैट्स कॉल्ड द टिप ऑफ द विक. दैट्स द हाईएस्ट प्राइस. ओके, शैडो में अभी बताऊंगी, वसु, डोंट गो वेरी फास्ट. We'll teach you straddles, triangle if you are interested. Anyone who is interested, I will show you three-legged, morning star. सब कैंडलस्टिक के पैटर्न्स होते हैं, पर पहले कैंडलस्टिक तो समझ लें. ठीक है, this is a Japanese way of depicting graphs which is known as candlestick, and the bottom here, the little thing in the bottom is called as the lowest price. Okay, so when you will further zoom into this graph on the left hand side, you will see something that looks like this. Now, this something that looks like this could either be red or it could be green. Yes? ये दो रंग की दिखेगी आप. Yash, what does a green candle mean? What does a green candle mean? What does a green candle mean? Yes, green is equal to profit. Green means that the stock closed at a price higher than the opening price. मतलब आज उसकी वैल्यू ऊपर गया. That's what it implies is green. Okay, that's what is green. Red implies that the stock closed at a price lower than its opening price. Okay, so you will see it in both forms. Red stands for the stock closed at a lower price. तो अगर आप आज पेटीएम के कैंडलस्टिक गूगल करेंगे तो आपको वो रेड दिखेगी. Yeah, let me show you the candlestick of Nifty today, so you will be able to understand how it works. Okay, I will show you. That's how it looks. Looks like this. I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to get it from my brokerage. I'll show you quickly. Now, it's not a recommendation to buy any of these stocks, but I'm just showing you so that you can understand. Okay. Let's go to, I'm just opening the chart of Nifty. Can you guys see this? That's how it looks. All of you can see my screen? The red candle means this is a chart of Nifty. It's an hourly chart. When it says 1H here, it means hourly chart. It implies the way Nifty has been behaving from 1st November, 111 at the bottom here. I'll just till today. Okay. So the red candle implies that that is the day Nifty ka value gir gaya, and the green candle it implies कि Nifty का value बढ़ा. अगर मैं ये आपको वीकली चार्ट या मंथली चार्ट के बेसिस पे दिखाऊंगी तो लॉन्ग रन में आप देखेंगे कि दिस इज ऑलवेज गोइंग अप, ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है 2012 से अभी तक. ठीक है प्रेरणा? बट अगर मैं इसको जूम कर देती हूँ एक आर्ली चार्ट पे, लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नवंबर, इट विल गो अप एंड इट विल कम डाउन. ऑलराइट, कैन यू गाइस सी दिस? यस और all of you can see it? So here this particular pattern is known as a candlestick. You all know what's a candlestick? Okay, something like this candle where I'm pointing my mouse. This candle, for example, is called a hammer candle because ये हथौड़े जैसी दिखती है. Looks like a हथौड़ा, so it's called a hammer candle. Okay, got it? So in this way, there are many different studies. So यहाँ पे मैंने candle select किया हुआ है. Yash, for you, another very important candle, मतलब charting pattern is something that we call as Renko. Renko is a brick pattern. It is different from a candlestick, but it gives you an understanding of whether the price will go up or it will come down. So candlestick is one of the ways. There are many different charting patterns. ठीक है? बहुत overdose हो गई. How many of you found it interesting? Okay, very good question. बुल और बेयर क्या होता है? बहुत अच्छा सवाल है. कभी आपने बुल को अटैक करते देखा है? Yes, you should try Renko also. Try Renko, try Heikenashi. There are many different. Broaden your horizons. Okay. All right. अब बुल अप और बेयर डाउन क्यों होता है? बुल अप और बेयर डाउन का क्या मतलब? बुल को अप क्यों कहते हैं और बेयर को डाउन क्यों कहते हैं? जिसने भी ये सब नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, प्लीज हमारी ऐप में जाकर के आप देख सकते हैं इस कोर्स को. ठीक है? यू कैन गो वॉच द स्टॉक मार्केट एनाटॉमी कोर्स ऑन द ऐप, ओनली देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. वेरी गुड यश, वेरी गुड. क्योंकि बैल जब भी अटैक करता है तो वो अपने सींग ऊपर की तरफ मारता है, इसलिए उसको बोलते हैं बुल मार्केट जब मार्केट ऊपर जा रहा है. और जब भालू अटैक करता है तो भालू अपने क्लॉज को ऐसे करके दबोच लेता है अपने एनिमी को, है ना? Yes, Vandana, please share the link also again so that if they have not watched. It's looking to me that they have not watched. Otherwise, they would know. There's a course on the app which is a free micro course. It is not a long course. It's a free micro course called Stock Market Anatomy. Watch it. Please watch it. It's my face only that you will see there, but watch it, you will really be able to understand. Okay. When you understand those things, I'll be able to explain you better, what are the different order types. ठीक है, प्लीज उसको देखिए, खाली डाउनलोड करके वो थोड़ी ना आपको सिखाने के लिए हम लोगों ने बोला, ठीक है. सो बुल, क्योंकि अब सबको समझ में आया, बुल मतलब ऊपर, क्योंकि बैल अपने सींग ऊपर की तरफ मारता है और बैर ऐसे अपने एनिमी को ऐसे अटैक करके से दबोच लेता है, इसलिए नीचे की तरफ जब जाता है इसलिए हम उसको बैर मारते हैं. इकोनॉमिक ग्रेजुएट अब भी सब बन जाएंगे, इकोनॉमिक सबको आ जाएगी कल तक. सो विद दैट वी विल क्लोज डे 4. आपको आज क्या क्या अच्छा लगा, क्या क्या सीखा आपने, जल्दी से मुझको बताइए, एंड देन वी विल क्लोज द सेशन. Tomorrow, Yash, I will show you a little bit more about the studies that you should take in technical analysis, why you should use Renko, Heikenashi. I'm more than happy if you are interested, ma'am. I have very nice books on technical analysis. If you want, I will be able to show. Bond Sikha, debenture Sikha, blue chip Sikha. Very good. Very, very good, Anushka. You are not able to add your name in Google Sheet. Shishir, kyun bhaiya? All of you learned many, many different aspects. Okay, a lot of you have changed you've corrected your emails. All right, I'm sharing the screen again. Thank you, ma'am. I'm at 3 p.m. I'll over to you, ma'am. And I hope the students liked this.
Today's session was very interesting, I think. As ma'am has discussed various points through graphical illustrations as well, and it make very easy and understandable for all of you. And you have, as I have seen, that you all are participating in the polls, and you are very interactive as well. So I hope tomorrow's session will be rocking as well as today's. So hoping to see you all. Please maintain your attendance and interact as you are doing. You are doing really well. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We will meet for the final session tomorrow. Thank you so much. Utkarsh, my number is 9502696570. Those of you who want to stay in touch even after the workshop, please stay in touch, because finance is something जिसमें 1-2 दिन में मैं आपको क्या मतलब जितना this workshop is still very comprehensive. वरना हम 1 घंटे के प्रोग्राम्स करते हैं, उसमें तो लोगों को ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आता. बट आपको लाइफ में कभी भी कुछ फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड कोई हेल्प चाहिए, आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू. ऑलराइट, दैट्स माय नंबर. यू कैन रीच आउट. यू शुड कनेक्ट विद मी ऑन लिंक्डइन. आई एम फार मोर रिस्पॉन्सिव देयर. So thank you, ma'am, and we will meet for the concluding webinar tomorrow, and I will share those of you who have not got the link to the Google Sheet, you will get it. Correct your name by today. Tomorrow, otherwise it will go like Moody Girl and fashion and those kind of things. All right. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye. 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 Everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Recording.